you Sagittarius have the Page of Wands, Seven of Wands, Six of Pentacles. You right now are going through some sort of spiritual battle, not physical, spiritual battle between yourselves and somebody else. It could be inheritance, the Six of Pentacles. This represents you and the other person being at odds with one another. The Six of Pentacles represents, it could be an inheritance. It can also be them trying to keep score. And what I mean by that is them looking at it from a perspective of, you're not doing enough. So you Sagittarius are like, what are you talking about? But they're trying to bring it to your attention. Someone that you've been trying to get to know, that you may not be doing enough. That's how they're trying to flip it. The way that they're trying to flip it is, you're not doing enough. And what happened is that at the end of the day, they're doing all of this and all of that. And what you're not doing is, you need to step your game up. So now when you have the Queen of Cups and the Emperor, this is you, Sagittarius, being like, okay, you come into them trying to make amends, trying to make some form of peace with them, right? And the Emperor represents them being like, nah, I ain't trying to hear all that. So they're really trying to control you from guilt tripping you by trying to get you to feel like now it's your turn to have to do something, because they've been the one that's been pulling the weight. When it comes to inheritance, it's the same thing. It's the same idea. It's the same idea. You've had a sweet life your whole life. Now it's their turn to actually live well. You know what I mean? And to live it up. Living a vida loca, right? And the Two of Pentacles represents, so this now creates a disarray. This creates more chaos, more unpredictability, because you're unable to get along with them because they're the Emperor. They're somebody who's very much so self-centered, and they're not even trying to listen to any form of peace where maybe the two of you can split the inheritance. Or if it's not inheritance, maybe it might be inheritance. But it's maybe if y'all two are together in trying to get to know each other, you want to do something nice for them, even in a romantic sense, trying to be with them. And they're like, you need, they're telling you, you need to come through big for me on some gangster stuff. You need to come through big for me. If you don't come through big for me, on some ultimatum stuff, this relationship gonna be over. And you Sagittarius are like, okay, you tried to make it work with them, but now you understand that there's chaos, because the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands, you tried to make it work with them. You tried to talk with them. You tried to come to some sort of an agreement, a peaceful agreement. No, this person is focused on making sure that things are not as peaceful as they possibly can be with you. So now you're in a situation where you're trying to ultimately figure it out, right? So the Ten of Cups, you Sagittarius, figuring it out that you're not going to be able to be peaceful with them, because this is what it is that they're on. They're going to, because you've tried, relationship or inheritance, either, because I'm getting both. I'm getting the same energy, but different details, in the sense of you Sagittarius, there's money being involved, some sort of tangible situations being involved. Somebody is keeping score, right? Tangible situations. Two of y'all are not on the same page. You Sagittarius are trying to be, the delegates or the politicians or the delegates in the situation, and come to them and make peace, right? The peace chiefs. And they on some stuff where it's like, nah, they're not trying to hear all that. So now it's like the Eight of Wands is like, okay, you're going to be what it is. It's going to be what it is. So now the Four of Wands and the Hierophant represents now the fate of the relationship is on thin ice. Or if the inheritance, you may end up having to take them to court. Y'all are going to have to spiritually duke it out in court. Right? And the Hierophant represents Sagittarius. So you showed up in your own reading. The Hierophant can either represent Sagittarius or Taurus because of the horns, the down-to-earthness. Taurus, the slow, steady approach, but also the wisdom that Sagittarius can have, and the ecclesiastical and the bibliography behind it. Because what do you have that's ecclesiastical and a book behind it? Religion, right? So Sagittarius representing the ninth house. The ninth house is the house of religion. So you showed up here in your own reading, and this is about, you have the advantage here. If this is an inheritance, you have the advantage. If this is a relationship that you're thinking that, you're going to still do something for them, but after that, just to kind of show them how it is that you get down, you don't have bad mind or malefic intent. The way that I see a lot of you Sagittarius may play it, you Sagittarius may be like, okay, you're going to show the person something nice, and then afterwards, then you probably you're going to stop talking to them, just to show them how it is that you get down. Like, it's not on some petty stuff, but look at how they was flipping it. But again, if this is inheritance, you have the advantage because you Sagittarius are the inheritors of that. So by law, by rightful law, if it's a court of law, if it is a court of justice, if it is a justified law, right, then you will get it. If not, then they're going to try to throw all types of quote unquote technicalities in the mix. So just keep that in mind. Right? So I'm giving you Sagittarius 2 readings, but on the same timeline. Now let's clarify the Hierophant. The Strength, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. If it is an inheritance, 5 of Pentacles, this person may end up running out. So just pay attention. This person may end up running out if it is an inheritance. This person may end up taking the money if they have it, or if they can get their hands on it, and skipping town. Also, when it comes to the inheritance thing, they may try to make it seem like in a court, they may try to make it seem like you Sagittarius don't deserve anything because you weren't there for the person that wrote you down as the next of kin. So you Sagittarius better step your court game up. Now, when it comes to relationships, as you're trying to show them how romantic you can be, Sagittarius, those people are going to be insufferable. They're going to be combative, even if you're trying to do something romantic for them. But this would just help you out even further for you Sagittarius to come to the conclusion of, you know what? You don't want to talk to this person anymore, because when they don't think that they're getting what they want, instead of them having a constructive conversation with you, they're going to guilt tripping. They're going to disrespect. They're going to trying to tell you, you better have this thing right. And you Sagittarius are already, y'all being stallions or mirrors, y'all are already panicked, and kind of your mind is all over the place enough already. So if a person can show you this, and you're trying to show them love, that just cements it for you, like, nah. So you'll hang out with them and do something nice for them. But after that, you're gonna dip out, because that's not the quality or the personality of a person that you would want to have around you long term. But anyway, that's it. That's all it is that I have for you. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe.